So I'm gonna just be honest with you. Kamala Harris, we're not voting for you. If there was anybody else on the planet running, maybe, but we're not voting for you. You put more black men in jail in the state of California than anybody else did in history. In history. You clearly stated that you were a Pacific Asian Indian woman when you became vice president in 2020. You did an interview and they asked more about your heritage and your background, and you spoke solely on your Indian heritage. You didn't even mention anything of Jamaican roots at all because you felt like it was going to hurt you in the campaign. Now, when you feel like it's relevant for you again, you want to bring up your Jamaican roots. I've never seen you with that green, black, and yellow flag on or any of those colors. I've never seen you at a Jamaican event. We don't have any pictures on all your years that you've been living on Earth of you at any type of Jamaican or Caribbean function. If so, please put it out so we can see that, please. But as of now, I will not be voting for Kamala Harris. It doesn't have anything to do with her claiming to be black when she's not. That's probably at the bottom of the list, but it's the current economy and the way that she has the economy right now in our country. If you look at the prices of what things were in prior to 2021, when Joe Biden entered office on February the 2nd, things are totally different now. The prices of things that were, for example, a carton of eggs was maybe $3 in. You could get a carton of eggs for $3 a couple of years ago. Now that same carton of eggs is anywhere from $9 to $12. I don't drink soda, so you don't have to come in the comments saying that stuff's not good for you anyway. But a 12 pack of sodas, you could get those 4 for $10 5 years ago. Now those same are 4 for $40. They're $10 a piece. If you go to Publix and try to get you a 12 case of sodas, you're looking at $10. If you want a family-size, party-size bag of Dorito chips, it's $9 for a party-size bag of Doritos. This is insane. This is complete insanity. And for us to be willing to let this go on for another 4 years, and we're clearly in inflation right now, and yet every day they're constantly telling us things are getting better. The economy is getting better. There's more jobs than has ever been created before. What does that have to do with the price of groceries and the price of gas? What does it have to do with that? I'm tired of these people coming out with all these fake inflated numbers that don't really exist. The only inflation exists are in our economy. At the grocery stores, the price of an oil change on average was maybe 60 to 80 bucks 4 or 5 years ago, depending on your vehicle. For a regular 4-cylinder vehicle that takes regular gas, 60 to 80 bucks. Now you're looking at $120 to $140 for a regular oil change. The prices of used cars. You could buy a used Toyota Corolla that's 1 year old that just came out for 15 grand. Now that same 1 year old car, they want $23,000 for it, for a Toyota Corolla. Something that's still going to have the low resale value. Now the resale value is not going up, but the prices of the vehicles are. Let me repeat that for you. The resale value or the trade-in value is not increasing, but the prices of the cars are still increasing. The banks aren't giving out more money. So I want you guys to understand we're right back at almost where we started at before. The automakers are going to need another bailout soon. People aren't buying cars as much as they used to before. I sold cars for 5 years. I worked at Toyota, I worked at Honda, and I worked at Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. There's no way that we're going to make it another 4 years without this country crumbling to its knees. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is bringing America to its knees right now. We need to stop this. There's no way that we can go another 4 years with this. There's no way. What can you say that they've done good? I understand you guys are against Trump. A lot of people are saying the Roe versus Wade, but is that all you care about? All the things that we have to deal with in our lives, in our family lives, and that's the only issue that you're worried about, that one issue. That's enough for them to get reelected for you? What about the price of your everyday living? A lot of people saying if Trump makes police have federal immunity, what's it going to do for my kids? Stop raising criminals. Start raising productive citizens who don't have to worry about getting in trouble with the police. That's what that's going to breed. It's going to breed a lot better citizens because you're not going to want your children to get in trouble where the police will be federally immune from that. That's going to create much more and much better citizens. It's going to create much more better quality citizens. Because if you're not getting in trouble with the law, that's not your problem. That's not your problem at all. So there's no way that we can allow this to go on for another 4 years. I know I may be long-winded and seems like I'm a bit repetitive, but I'm serious. This stuff really matters. If you're watching this video right now, this stuff matters. Don't waste your vote. Don't not vote. Your vote does matter. I know a lot of people feel like they don't get anything out of their candidate. It doesn't affect them when they elect someone. That's why you need to start looking into your candidates and stop just voting because of your traditions. If you were born in a household that voted blue or voted red, you don't have to vote just because of those reasons. Vote on what the things they're going to do to be able to help you. Start looking into these people. The same way you guys sit on social media all day for hours, start looking into these people and what they're speaking on. Start looking at their policies and how it's going to affect you in the near future. Start looking at the people who they have in their cabinet, who they want to put in office with them. These people are going to affect you and your future, not just them, but the superintendent. In November, when election day comes, the president isn't the only person who's going to be getting voted on. All of your local offices are also running for office on that same day. So don't let them distract you with just the presidency, with Harris and Trump. Don't let them just distract you from that. Worry about your local district people who are going in office. Worry about your local city council, your local prosecutors that are getting elected, your new sheriff who's getting elected, your superintendent of schools for your county. Worry about these things. Worry about your new board of commissioners. Worry about who's going to be the new COO of your city, the new CEO of your city. Let's vote on these things as well. Let's not just vote nationally, let's vote locally, because those votes count even more than the votes that you guys are making for the president. These are the people who you're going to see on an everyday basis, who are going to have an effect on your lives and your children.